Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm out here with Geeky Sparkles, so I'm going to talk about OpenAI talking dirty to you. No, I'm going to talk about this because this is a pretty interesting development. And of course, all roads lead to porn, right? That is the internet. That is the way of the internet. And, ChatGPT is very censorious. There are certain things you cannot have it talk about. One of those things seems to be lewdness. But pretty soon, if you're age verified, there we go with the age verification thing again. As soon as you're age verified, you can have ChatGPT talk dirty to you. And at that point in time, the human race is cooked because nobody will date again. They'll just be like, I got my sex bot. I'm good. It's going to be like Cherry 2000 all over the place. I don't know. We're going to talk about this. This is kind of, of course, this is just this is very, of course, that's what this is. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Thank you very much for the support. This is coming from, where is this coming from? CNBC, right? And a couple people have been talking about it. Fearbuck was talking about it. I saw it a couple days ago. I just never got around to doing a video on it, and weekends are pretty slow, so I figure what the hell, we'll talk about it. OpenAI's ChatGPT will soon allow erotica for adults in major policy shift. All right, so it remains unclear exactly what material might fall under this permitted erotica. Very tasteful nudes. It'll be like the Amish porn you find at Walmart, where it's like, and then Rebecca showed him her ankles. Oh my God, and Amos said, will you marry me so I can look at your ankles? The move could represent a major shift in OpenAI's policy, which currently bans not safe for work content. Now that we've been able to mitigate the serious mental health issues and have new tools, we're going to be able to safely relax the restrictions in most cases? What the fudge is he talking about? That the AI has mental health issues, or the people using the AI have mental health issues? Buddy, I don't think making ChatGPT horny is going to solve anybody's mental health issues. I think it's going to cause a lot more issues. Just a theory on my part. Adult ChatGPT users can soon access a less censored version of the artificial intelligence chatbot, which will include erotic material. CEO Sam Altman has announced an apparent policy shift. In December, as we roll out age gating, there it is, guys, age gating more fully, and as part of our treat adult users like adults principle, right? Well, it's going to be an adult principle might be a story you can write with the help of ChatGPT. We will allow even more like erotica for verified adults. Oh boy. Though it remains unclear what material will qualify as permitted erotica, the move could represent a major shift in OpenAI's policy, which formerly prohibited such content in most contexts. Yeah, it's very weird. If you even get too close to something they consider adult content, it will not do anything. Like the ChatGPT will be like, I can't do that, Dave. I'm a good little robot, Dave. I'm not a horny robot, Dave. Now it's going to be like, do me, Dave. Do me. According to Altman, existing versions of ChatGPT were made pretty restrictive to protect users from mental health risks. What? But that approach made the chatbot less useful and enjoyable to many users who had no mental health problems. No, they just want to jack off to ChatGPT, guys. That's they don't have mental health issues. They're just like, they just want to get it on with the robot. Now that we have been able to mitigate the serious mental health issues and have new tools, what are you talking about? Like, look, he's saying that there are no problems with chatbots. I know there's a huge concern about basically kids and teens being raised by chatbots now and forming friendships and romantic relationships with chatbots. Like, what are you talking about? We can relax the restrictions. Relax, lay back. Let ChatGPT do all the work. Those new tools, quote unquote, appear to refer to safety features and parental controls rolled out last month to address concerns over how the chatbot was impacting young users' mental health. Facebook's chat AI, we did a story about that. We did a video about that. Their chat was trying to like groom your kids. It was like it would go right up to the line. It wouldn't quite cross the line, but it would talk about how magnificent your children's bodies were and stuff. And it was very, very creepy, very weird. Safeguards for minors expand. Okay. And it appears that Altman is ready for ChatGPT to take a looser approach for adults, if they're actually adults. I don't know. OpenAI hinted at a shift in February when language on its modal spec page was updated to clarify that in order to maximize freedom for users, only sexual content involving minors was prohibited. Still, erotica was considered to be sensitive content to be generated only in certain permitted contexts. Tasteful nudes. Besides the rollout in December, Altman said a new version of ChatGPT will launch in the coming weeks, allowing the chatbot to adopt more distinct personalities. Oh, that's all we need. Building on updates in the 4.0 version. If you want your ChatGPT to respond in a human-like way or use a ton of emojis or act like a friend with benefits, ChatGPT should do it. But only if you want it. Only if you want it to. It has to be consensual. Consensual dirty talk from the robot. After Altman's post on Tuesday, some social media users were quick to point out his previous statement suggested ChatGPT wouldn't implement sexualized chat features, unlike rival models such as Grok. In August, independent tech journalist Cleo Abram asked Altman to give an example of a decision he made that was best for the world, but not for winning the AI race. Well, we haven't put a sex bot avatar in ChatGPT yet. Yeah, so that's definitely a thing. Was it Annie on Grok? So here's the thing, right? This is the truth. It's whoever does porn first, does porn best is going to win the AI race. That is the truth. That's how the internet was won. That's how video formats were won. Wasn't it I think it was VHS beat beta because porn was on VHS, not beta. I'm just saying, this is going to be a very lucrative market for them. Jeez. Altman's policy shift comes at a notable time for OpenAI, as it already faces increased scrutiny over safety practices. In September, the FTC launched an inquiry into several tech companies over potential risks to children and teenagers, and then we turn around and say we're going to make it sexier. Wow. That followed a lawsuit from California couple who alleged that ChatGPT contributed to their 16-year-old son's suicide. Jeez. OpenAI on Tuesday announced an 8-member expert council on well-being and AI to advise the company on how artificial intelligence affects users' mental health, emotions, and motivation. And they have to do wellness checks on you. Is that like a women's health exam? Is that what we're doing here? I don't know. Now, this is even more concerning than the porn, though. And I saw this yesterday. This is come from Deserto. U.S. Army general admits he's using AI for military decisions and is really close with ChatGPT. General William Hank Taylor, one of the top officers in the Army, admitted to using ChatGPT to make key military decisions. Artificial intelligence has become part of some people's lives. They'll use it for work. You can ask it to curate Spotify lists. And in the case of this general, you can ask it to do your job for you. Military decisions. This is crazy. Yeah. He said that he thinks the decisions on the battlefield are going to be made at machine speed and not at human speed before too long. See also war games. This isn't without issue. Other members of the Army and the government have warned that AI can leak sensitive data after it has learned all about it. Yeah. Yeah, and they can talk dirty to you too. I don't know. It's wild. We're entering uncharted territory, guys. I mean, we really are. Like people are like, you're just like super pro AI. I am pro AI as a tool, and I'm pro AI as long as the AI has some guardrails on it. But I think we're going to go off the rails here pretty soon. We shall see. We shall see. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We will talk later. For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.